Hey guys, Zane TV. I could not be more excited. So this is, as of right now, my most anticipated film of the year. I love these movies. I love them. Anything that came after, except for vampires, suck. Those parody movies fucking sucked. Disaster movie, epic movie. Yeah, you can thank that director for shitting on those movies. But the scary movies, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for. The Wayland brothers, Wayland brothers are coming back for this one, which I was up in arms. Holy shit, I was so excited. And you guys see, I got my new shirt. I love the smell of Spencer's. That sounded weird. Anyway, we're at the cinema and we're gonna go see Scary Movie 6, or Scary Movie parroting the reboot-ish kind of thing. I thought that was such a cool idea. Anyway, I heard this movie was bad, but I'm not going into this movie with any great expectations. I just want to laugh and have fun, dude. I'm actually a defender of the fifth movie. I liked that one. I think it's easily the worst, but I just hope this is as good as the first two. I cannot wait for this, so hopefully it's an experience like no other. Hopefully it is the best movie, which I don't think it's going to be the best movie of this year, but hopefully up there. I do swear to God, though, if somebody asks me what fucking movie I'm watching, I'm gonna lose it. Scary movie, guys. Yo, so we're at the theater here, and I actually did find a couple of cool things. We do have these guys, so little plushies, some buckets. We got Skeletor here. Wonder how this is. $11? No way. I'm getting it. No way. And then this is that. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Alright, scary movie. I want this to be the absolute experience of a lifetime. I paid $11 for this. That's not that bad. This could have easily been like 25 easily. I don't know if this was on clearance or whatever, but yeah. So the next movie we're going to be going to see actually is Toy Story 5, so stay tuned. Okay, I think this is it. This is the theater. Commercials are going, but I'm really excited, so I really hope this is good. It is absolutely pouring outside, so but out of theater reaction, I just watched Scary Movie. Everybody who's saying this movie was bad, this movie was so good. It was hilarious. I think it is probably the second or third best of the movie. I don't know, but it's up there. I mean, it slapped. I loved it. I might just like it just about as the first. First, obviously, is the best, but Wayans Brothers are back, motherfuckers. Yeah, I do have issues. I do have issues with it, which brings it back, but I did really enjoy it. I have not seen one bad movie this year, and that's impressive. What's up? I'm gonna be doing that this whole video. Just kidding. I'll stop. Anyway, I just got back from watching Scary Movie 6, or Scary Movie. Yeah, for people who are saying this movie was bad, I don't think it was terrible. People put, over-exaggerated. I know some other YouTube, I think his name's Cody Leach, he gave it a pretty negative review. Sean Chandler said it was alright. Most movie critics, they're always harsh on these movies. And I feel like, especially the Rotten Tomatoes scores, they're just supposed to be entertaining. I do get why people might not like this one, but out of the whole, it was good. It was just as good as the first two. I'd rather watch this than Scary Movie 5 and 4 and 3, if I'm being honest. First two, that's debatable, but this is the middle tier for these movies. Do I have negatives with it? Yes, and that's what usually drags this movie down for me a bit. Otherwise, it would be a damn near perfect return. Is this the movie? I feel like because there was so much weight on the Wayland brothers, right? Yeah. Wayland brothers to make this movie as offensive as possible and so good that it was going to bring back the comedy genre or parody genre. I think last year's Naked Gun was pretty close. It really didn't do anything. And did this bring that kind of genre back? Honestly, I don't think it was generational. Like, this isn't a perfect movie. There's flaws. I don't think it necessarily did that, but did it entertain me as a movie? Hell yes. Like, I still enjoyed this movie. Is it going to change anything? Is it anything groundbreaking? No. And I feel like a lot of people went into this movie thinking that. Like, this was going to bring back the genre of parody movies and, like, movies being a little more offensive on the humor side. And I think it didn't really do that. I mean, there's potential, maybe. There's still room, I'd say, for that. We'll see how comedies are in the next decade. But if comedies fall flat, yeah, I don't want people to blame this movie, but it didn't really change anything. It's just a comedy. It's just good. It's funny. So another one of my negatives kind of was it's all over the place. It is all over the place. This movie, what I feel like the Wayans brothers should have did is they should have focused, like kind of what they did on the first two movies. They parodied like 3 movies and left it at that. And there was more of a focus. And what made those first 2 unique is they actually found a way to connect those. And it was unique. It was cool. In this movie, there are so many fucking horror movies they parody, guys. I mean, I'm on the list. Are you guys ready? Okay. The Substance, Sinners, Get Out, Scream 6. What else? I mean, there's so many. Terrifier 3. I can't even think. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's so many. There's at least like 10 movies that they're parroting, and it goes by so fucking fast. Oh, Ma is another one. And it doesn't feel like there's necessarily a focus, really. Like, a little bit, I guess, with, like, the mother-daughter situation. But then they kind of just play it as a joke at the end of the movie. So, which, another one of my problems with this movie is that it throws jokes at you left and right. And for the first time in this franchise... No, I apologize. Scary Movie 5 also kind of did this. There were some jokes that I didn't find funny. I just was like, okay, that's a little much. You know, I didn't get offended. I just thought they were kind of stupid. They weren't unique. They weren't really cool or anything. I just thought, all right, what's the next one? And there were like a lot more jokes to me that landed this time around. Nothing like Scary Movie 5. But I didn't mind this movie. Like, it was funny. I enjoyed it. Performances. Anna Faris and the other girl do great as Brenda and Sydney. They come back. It's so good at the end. Oh, they fucking parody movies too in here that aren't even horror movies. Oh my god. They like parody John Wick. They make a joke in here basically saying, I would say you're John Wick, or I would say you're Ballerina, but nobody went to go see that shit. That's one of the lines. That was hilarious. That was funny. Yeah, so were there offensive jokes? Yeah. But I feel like also the offensive jokes in here were just kind of commenting on jokes. They didn't really find anything unique or funny. Like, they still, because it's the Wayans brothers, they're still funny. Like, they come off how they deliver it. I mean, I was cackling. I haven't actually had a theater experience like this where I laughed this hard at a movie in a long time. So on that, and I've never seen a scary movie like one of these movies in theaters. So that might have helped my experience. The music in this movie slaps. I fucking love the soundtrack. I love the returning cast. They're so good in this movie. I love how Shorty has like this weed basically tatted in his hair. Fucking great. And I've always loved Shorty. He's like one of the best characters out of the franchise. I think this is Marlon Wayans' best performance as Shorty. He fucking is the best character in this movie. He's so good. I don't know why. There's just something about him that's so good. And you also get like little bits of older cast members, which is a little neat detail. While also accepting the new cast. Like there's a new cast around here. And they kind of make like a parody of that too, even at the end of the movie. I won't spoil it, but the third act is just balls off the walls crazy. It's so fucking nuts. Like I said, they like fucking parody John Wick. So you got fucking Anna Faris, fucking him Ghostface with dicks and guns. It was over the top, but also it was kind of reminiscent of that first movie, which I really appreciated, because in the first movie when her and Ghostface fought, they kind of parodied like the Matrix and made it work and made it funny. Here, they parodied John Wick. They were in kind of like a house similar to the original, which I also like at the same time, because that right there is parodying like these newer reboots. Like they took scenes basically from movies like Scream and Scream 6 and just made them absolutely hysterical. And sometimes some deaths in here, you're like, oh, I didn't expect for that person to die. Or, oh yeah, I kind of knew that was coming because the original version of it already happened. So like, spoiler alert, so you know, Doofy, he does return. He's actually not the killer in this movie. He does die. They kind of do the Dewey death from, but it's railed up. And I was like, oh no, they're gonna do Doofy like that. He went out like hilariously, so I kind of forgave him. He literally like wipes shit on his face. And then he just fucking kills him. It's, oh my god. I was dying. Ghostface is like, any last words? Doofy's like, yeah, I go poopy, and fucking dies. Like, I couldn't have thought of a better way. Like, because when I knew it was coming that they were gonna kill Doofy, I was like, oh, come on, really? Are they gonna play this out like a really sad thing, or no? They fucking make a joke out of it, and the joke lands so well that you're like, okay, that was good. I'm okay with Doofy not being in the rest of this movie. Although I would have loved to see him in the third act. The killers in this movie, they kind of do like a twist reveal. I knew it was coming. I knew it couldn't have been them. Because that's just so fucking obvious. Like, I don't know. So they kind of do like the horror requel trend as well. They got streaming in here. They got fucking Kais and that in here, for Christ's sake. Hilarious scene. Absolutely fucking hilarious. The substance scene was hilarious. Even though I got it fucking spoiled for me before the movie began, I would have laughed my absolute ass off even harder than I did at that scene if I did not know that white chicks was going to be a reference. Yeah, I was... I'm going to say I was pretty pissed about that, because I would have fucking died in theaters. That was probably the funniest joke of the movie. There's just so many cool things to like about this movie. Is the movie a mess? Yes, absolutely. But it's a fun mess. I actually really liked it. And for people who are saying that like they feel like the characters, like the old cast, are stale in here, I completely disagree. maybe there's one character I can see in here where you're like, his performance in this movie, yeah, he doesn't feel like he wants to be there. And that's Marlon Wayans' brother. I forget his name. The guy who plays Ray. I feel like he was the only person that didn't really give it his all in this movie. He was kind of just there. But at the end, they give him like screen time, and stuff like that. I won't spoil who the killers are towards the end, but actually it's really weird because you really don't know who the killers are going to be. At one point, I did think Anna Faris's character and Brenda in the movie were going to be the killers. That would have been really cool, actually. I would have been okay with that, but it wouldn't explain a lot. So after that, and I knew the characters weren't going to be the characters who they set up as the killer, I said, okay, there's got to be a fucking twist here. And right away, they just redo it. And there's 4 killers in this movie. 2 of them are just throwaways, but it's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I had a blast during this movie. Like I said, I have my issues, but it is nowhere. And if you tell me it is, you're bullshitting me. It is nowhere near as bad as Scary Movie 5 or 4. Now, I like those movies still, but I don't think they're great. I think they're just okay. I defend them. I like them. They're fine. They're not just groundbreaking either. And they're a hell of a lot better than Date Movie, those other fucking parody movies that came out, like Disaster Movie. You cannot tell me this is as bad as Disaster Movie. Oh my god, for people who are saying that don't have a fucking brain. Yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was just an okay movie. I liked it. It was good. It was good. It was just a mid-tier scary movie. I didn't dislike it. So, I don't know. Something also kind of that's a little bit of a nitpick, I guess. They kind of just throw the humor in there. They don't really like do anything unique, I'd say, enough to offend people. But yeah, I even asked the people who about that, how they felt about the offensive humor when I was at the theater, and they said there were people fucking asking for refunds because it offended them. So I'm happy about that people are getting offended by this movie. That humor I like. I like offensive humor. But people just have to learn how to take it. Here, I just feel like it's kind of thrown in there. Like, they make so many trans jokes. And there's only so much pills you could swallow, if you know what I mean, with that. Where it just becomes kind of like a commentary. And you're like, okay, we've done trans jokes like 5 fucking times in this movie. Stop now. It's a little much. I'm not offended by it at all, but and then there's racist jokes in here. There's a lot of N words. Holy shit! I did not expect this movie to be. I thought this was going to be censored. If I'm being completely honest with you, no, they didn't really censor anything. So unless if there's more to see of the movie, I doubt it. But yeah, you get to see ball sacks in here, dicks. I mean, it is Marlon Wayans. That's for sure. Music slaps in this movie. The ending fucking was it was so good. It was perfect. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm actually gonna give this a golden TV. And just be aware, even though this is my highest ranking, the golden, I don't really do percentages anymore. I think genuinely this would be a lower ranked golden TV. On the fucking borderline of bronze TV, but I don't think it's a bad movie. I'm actually genuinely shocked with 2026 so far. There is not, for me at least, in my opinion, there has not been one bad movie that I've seen in the theaters. Hoppers was good, Mercy was alright, overhated, Scream 7 wasn't great, but it was still enjoyable. Masters of the Universe, Mandalorian, Grogu, there has not been, this movie, this year, is fucking slap for movies. And it continues. I'm seeing Toy Story 5. I heard that's amazing. I'll be seeing Supergirl after that. And probably Jackass best and last. So, stay tuned for those, guys. Anyway, I fucking love this movie. This movie is great. I don't think it's as bad as people say. The 24% on Rotten Tomatoes is not deserved. I need justice for that. Went in with a low expectation. I came out pretty happy with the movie. I wouldn't say it's nostalgia bait either. So it was just fun to have the original cast back, and I hope they do a trilogy. But there's just so many. They need to focus on one horror movie because they just did so many in this movie. It was so ridiculous and over the top. So yeah, especially in an hour and 34-minute runtime. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.